Hey guys, thank you guys for coming back and checking out the channel. Feel free to like, share, or subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Also, feel free to comment down below on any of the videos that you resonate with. So, my name is Jamie, and I am here to spread joy, light, inspiration, love, whatever it is I can do to help another. That's why I'm here. I've taken some time to really sit with myself, to recenter my mind, to recenter my heart, to ground myself through some life-changing circumstances. We've all experienced this in this time. I'm not any more than another or any less than another, but I did need to take some time to quiet my mind, to sit with spirit, to connect, to pray, and to let my creativity come through. I took that time to journal. I journaled a lot. I thought about a lot. I meditated a lot. And I wrote out bits and pieces of my journal that I want to share with you guys. This is something I've been contemplating. To be completely honest, I created this channel from a really strong gut feeling. A gut feeling that I had something that needed to be heard. A gut feeling that I have a connection to a higher power that speaks through me. A gut feeling that I can help someone else by sharing my life experience and by sharing my story. By sharing different gifts that I've learned that I have, and different techniques and methods of ways to seek truth and find your self-awareness. Hopefully I'm explaining this right. Hopefully I'm explaining it in a way that you guys can understand me. So, I've been contemplating posting this, and the reason is because we all have fear. There's all types of fear, and there's big fears and there's little fears, and we all struggle with them every day. And part of me has come to a point in my life where I've decided that it's okay to express my truth. So I'm going to express my truth in this video. I'm going to share my heart with you guys. And I ask that you keep an open mind and understand that we all individually have our own opinions. We all individually have our own perspectives. And I do not wish to force any of my beliefs, understandings, and experiences onto you. I simply wish to share my truth so that perhaps it can help another. So, before I started the video, guys, I sat here in meditation. I got my incense going. I decided to pull some cards because I felt that anxiety boiling inside of me. I felt that those fears coming to the surface, and I needed to just woosah. So I picked up, actually first I picked up my Spirit Affirmator deck, and I asked Spirit, I said, please give me something that shows me that what I'm about to share is what I'm supposed to do. Give me an affirmation that I'm on the right path. And sure enough, Spirit gave me that with a few of the cards that I drew from this deck. And as I was reading the cards, it dawned on me that I needed to share that experience with you guys. So it was like instant affirmation for me, an instant answered prayer. Spirit gave me those affirmations. Well, then part of me still had an eensy bit of doubt. A little bit of doubt, a little bit of fear was still there. So what did I do? I picked up another deck. And this is something I'm learning. I'm learning how to listen to my intuition and follow those gut nudges when they first speak to me. But sometimes it takes them a couple of times. So I started shuffling the cards from this Work Your Light Oracle deck. And the first card that flipped out was Share Your Voice. And I swear to you guys, I'm like still completely beside myself at the simple fact that this card, out of all of these cards, this card flipped. That can't be coincidence. I wish I would have been recording when it happened. But it says, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. That, if that's not an answer to my prayer, I don't know what is. So I opened the book and I read the meaning of the card. Share your voice. You are being called to share your voice, perhaps by speaking up through writing, speaking, singing, or some other form of creative expression. We each hold a truth deep within us that longs to be expressed, sculpted for lifetimes. The voice of your soul is like no other. It carries with it wisdom that can only be gained through soul history and growth. By remembering, tapping into, and expressing this unique tone, we not only heal ourselves, but we also heal the planet at large. When you share your voice, you unlock something in the universe and call a missing piece of you home. Your individual voice is the most powerful sound current on the planet. If you have kept your soul's voice silenced or held back, chanting or singing could be truly life-changing for you. As we shed the layers of our personality and start letting our unique soul speak through us, we discover that we actually have a very clear message that longs to be shared. The more we speak it, the clearer it gets. There has never been a better time in history than right now to rise up, to speak your truth, and share your soul's voice. If you feel fearful, know that you are not alone and that the world needs your unique tone in order to harmonize. As we each rise up and share our song, we make it easier for the next person to do the same. That is so powerful. Like, I'm overwhelmed with love in that card. And I apologize for getting choked up on you guys, but I had to share that experience. I had to show you guys me, how I get through things, how I do things. So, in that message, I would like to take some time. Please have patience with me. It might be a little bit longer of a video, but hopefully there's something in it for you. Someone asked me the other day how I am so positive. How am I so optimistic? I found that I chuckled when they asked me this question. I realized in that instant that I had never, ever been asked that question before until now. So I decided to sit down and journal. I'll start with where my journaling started, basically. So, I feel that I am an old soul. I'm a seeker of my own truth. I've had a tremendous amount of life experience in a very short period of time. I've always felt a need to learn more, a calling from the stars, from the heavens. I've felt a strong connection to animals, to plants, to all of nature. This life has shown me how to appreciate everything that exists. I'm not perfect. I still make mistakes. I have tower moments and major life lessons. I'm not always positive. I get stuck sometimes. I have times when I have to accept that I am wrong. I have times when I have to say I'm sorry. Again, I'm not perfect, but I'm standing in my authenticity. I'm more positive today than I was yesterday, and I'm continuing to learn with each new day. For me, my journey began with learning how to love myself. I started on this earth learning this very tough lesson. Through many circumstances, emotional traumas, upheavals after upheaval, I became naive and I lived stuck in a victimized frame of mind. I was raised to turn to Christianity. I always prayed and begged God to fill a void that was deep within me. This void was formed when I was a young girl. It grew stronger with age. Part of me knew that there was a higher power who held my destiny. But life's circumstances and others' opinions, beliefs, all layered upon me. I grew bitter, I grew cold, and full of doubt. I was very pessimistic. I didn't like myself. I blamed God. I blamed the people involved that hurt me. But it wasn't until I started asking why. It wasn't until I started seeking truth that I began to feel that void become lighter. I obsessively studied anything and everything that sparked my interest. I wrote in journals. I recorded my thoughts, my questions, and as I began seeking more answers to my why, I started to see patterns, repetitious feelings, repetitious circumstances, and other things. But these are all things that I was creating for myself. My passion for gaining wisdom of who I was and what my truth is pushed me to have major breakthroughs in life. I started to see how life stripped away everything that didn't serve me. Even when in those moments it felt terrible. It felt wrong, but at the same time it felt right. It was interesting to me that after every fall, I stood up feeling relieved. I began to change my thoughts. I started expressing gratitude every day. Anytime I noticed a negative thought or emotion, I introduced myself to meditation. But most importantly, when those negative thoughts would come up, I would instantly express 3 statements of gratitude. This may not work for everybody, but this is what I did. This is how I changed my thought patterns. This is how I changed myself and became optimistic. I read books. I learned things about astrology. I learned things about numerology. I learned about spirit animals. And I started recognizing different synchronicities that happened every day for me that normally I would have never noticed. I studied many teachings and philosophies. I've thought of many people throughout history that I've admired. But what's interesting is I began to find the traits of the people I admired within myself. This is when I realized that I was doing it wrong. I was seeking outside of myself to fill this void. I was looking through my relationships, through my connections with others. I was looking through my bad habits. I was looking to the heavens above for a miracle from God. I was looking outside. I had to realize the hard way that we have everything we need within us. We were formed and created to have everything we need. I am a connection to a divine source. And I cannot love another if I do not first love myself. Another lesson I had to learn the hard way. I'm a leader. I enjoy using my spiritual gifts, my physical gifts, to help another find their own path to self-awareness. The path back to your spirituality. The path of awakening to yourself. A path that can bring forth enlightenment and understanding. A path that has been talked about in history over many religions and through many cultures. I help others by using different techniques, skills to teach you guys. It's my passion to sit, to observe, and to see people transform while I'm holding space for them along the way. I believe in a higher power that creates messages to us through that synchronization. I believe in a universal energy that connects all of life through all dimensions and on all realms. I have a profound intuition, just like you. I have a voice within that guides and speaks to me, just like you. This voice has been with me since birth. I consider this voice to be divine, a part of me, my spirit, my soul, my connection to the universal energies. Energies that vibrate in such a way that physical matter exists. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in Buddha and many other religious leaders. For all of these are teachers that were awakened, enlightened, and loved others unconditionally, loved enough to share their perspectives on life's many mysteries. I'm of an ominous belief, and I have an understanding that we are not always in control. Humanity has shared throughout history stories of other realms, beings, energies, miraculous events, and much more. How could we not believe that we are connected to something much bigger? We each have the power within to manifest all of our needs, all of our wants and wishes, because we are each part of this vast universe. Many leaders, coaches, prophets, etc., will give you their perspective on how to live your life on this earth. What's going to bring you that ultimate joy? What will bring you that fulfillment? What steps you need to take? Whether it's now or whether it's in the future. But I believe that we each are unique to how we manifest our ultimate fulfillment. There is no right or wrong way to manifest your dreams. I feel that I've learned manifesting may be done by the combination of several things, several beliefs, several techniques. It's all about what feels right to you. What works for you? What do you resonate with? Follow that. We all already manifest every day with no conscious effort. Studies are revealing these manifestations are creations. They're reflections of our subconscious, our emotions, and our thoughts. Typically for me, life's little surprises that present themselves, like, I don't know, a bill coming in and it's a lot cheaper than it normally is. Or a random person paying for a coffee for you or buying you a meal. Little things like that. To me, that's good, high vibrational energy that your subconscious is exerting and putting out. Okay? And that's that energy coming back to you, cycling back around to you. The moments when we feel stuck or scary circumstances are happening around us, to me, that could be lower vibrational energies exerting from the subconscious. There's lots to learn when it comes to law of attraction, manifestation, so on and so forth. I won't go too deep into that right now. But part of this is my belief that we manifest our realities. For me, once I recognized this about myself and began to dig deep beneath my own layers, thoughts, and beliefs, I revealed more and more of my truth to myself. I feel you can physically begin to see the manifestations that are occurring in your life when you start to ask the why. You begin to see what you're manifesting as opposed to what you actually want to manifest. This is the relationships, your job, your hobby, all the circumstances in your physical reality. For me, the best way to go about it is to seek that truth. And you will find it. What's right for you. This is why we're all unique, with our own perspectives, experiences, and individual gifts. We don't have to compare ourselves to one another. We only need to see ourselves, to hear ourselves, to love ourselves unconditionally. I want to share my insights and gifts with you guys. I appreciate all of your love. I appreciate all of your support. Again, I apologize for the long video, but I do thank you guys for sticking through to the end. But this is what I wanted to share. My journaling about why I feel I'm so optimistic today. So hopefully this can help you guys in some way. Feel free again to join the channel. Follow me. Get ideas, gain inspiration, step into your own journey of spiritual truth. I also want to let you guys know I am going to be offering personal oracle readings. I will be posting in the description box below my email. So if you would, please shoot me an email address. Shoot me an email and just let me know if you are interested in having a personal oracle reading. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it yet. If I'm going to type out an email or just do a voice recording and email it back to you guys, or we could do a virtual type of thing. But I'm still playing with those ideas. But again, feel free to shoot me an email. Again, I thank you guys so much, and I hope you all have an amazing night.